Okay, I'm finishing finishing setting up everything. We're almost there. I just need to finish with Streamlabs. And there we go. Shit, I gotta edit this. So we're playing no chokes today, and we're playing 4 ley lines. So what we're running today, it's gonna be classic for Loam. This is the list that won the latest SCG. So I just want to make sure that everything is good with the deck command, and there we go. All right, sweet. So yeah, this is what we're gonna be playing. I think I've gone over this a couple of times already, but we'll do that again really quick. So basically what we have here is an amalgamation of cards, let's call it that. What we have is mostly it's a deck that's based around different things. First of all, we got our card advantage engines, which are right here and right here and right here. This is sort of our card advantage. Bob needs no introduction. It's particularly good in a deck that, you know, the curb tops at 3 and it's only 8 cards, and you know, a good 31 cards cost 0. So when over half of your deck costs 0, Bob is a really good card. Then we have Sylvan Library, of course, straightforward card advantage, and then Loam. Loam is very important in the deck. It's the way to establish. We can establish a lock with Wasteland and Loam. We are playing also cycle lands right here. We got 2 cycling lands. So basically, Loam. The moment Loam starts returning any of the cycling lands, we're actually drawing multiple cards per turn. Then we have a bunch of like singleton lands, of course, like Caracas, Maze of Ith, and Cabal Pit. I guess Dry Arbor also counts. And we can Dry Arbor doesn't count. We can fetch those with Knight of the Reliquary. We have a very small Greens and Zenith package, which can get either Knight, Teague, or Scavenging Ooze. And post board we can get Rex Sage. Oh, this is when Dry Arbor becomes important, by the way. Because we can Zenith for 0 on turn 1, and we can actually fetch a Dry Arbor and stay ahead of mana. Then we have the Punishing Fire Grove of the Burn Willows combo, which means that we basically have infinite shocks. That's the way we do it. Then we have Liliana of the Veil. Amazing card in this deck, because the discarding cards is not really a disadvantage when you are getting multiple lands back per turn with Life from the Loam. So that works out very nicely. Ooze is basically a bullet against graveyard decks, of course. And Gaddock Teague is, of course, a bullet against decks like Storm, or against Miracles is also pretty good because it stops Terminus and Jace and stuff like that. So if you can like Chalice on 1, to stop their Swords to Plowshares, they cannot really get rid of Teague. So they need to, like, you know, get rid of the Chalice first, and then they need to kill Teague. And that's, you know, how you beat that matchup, basically. And speaking of Chalice of the Void, the deck has not the highest chance of running a Chalice for 1 on turn 1, but it's still very possible thanks to Mox Diamond. Mox Diamond feels like it's card disadvantage, but this card disadvantage is very easily mitigated with Life from the Loam. So that's how, you know, so the deck is like a combination of cards that somehow work together to make a very powerful strategy. It's kind of strange how everything comes together in this deck. It's truly a thing of beauty. Then we have the sideboard ley lines for combo, and I saw Matthew Vok, which is the guy that won the Open. He also brought them in against Grixis control, which was a very interesting strategy, and it really worked out well for him in the finals of the tournament. Which, by the way, I watched it yesterday, and the finals of that tournament is absolutely incredible. It's really, really good. Both people are playing top level Magic, and like the way, like at one point, the lone player is facing two Blood Moons and a Jace in play, and somehow wins that game. It's truly incredible. He played very, very well. Then we have a bunch of Planeswalkers. This is usually what we bring in the control matchups. Knight of the Reliquary is, even though it's an amazing card, it doesn't give you any value, right? So against the control decks like Miracles, Grixis Control, stuff like that, you can very easily side out your Knights and bring in Planeswalkers, which are much harder for them to deal with, and they actually, are they provide increasing advantage turn after turn. So it's not only hard for them to deal with, but every turn that they do not deal with them, you start pulling further and further ahead. And then we have Knuckle, which, it's a almost 3 grand card in paper, but it's only 5 tickets in modern in Moto. So so you can very easily get yourself, one of these. Also get the nice art. This art is just nice. And then we have Golgari Charm. This card is surprisingly amazing. In this deck, I've used all 3 modes, and all of them were an absolute blowout. It's surprisingly good against Miracles, because sometimes they play like Supreme Verdicts. So it's really nice when you... what happened was I had a Thalia and a Bob in play, and my opponent verdicted them, and I just... I regenerated each creature I control, so they like tapped out on they tapped 5 mana to, and I just basically countered that for 3. It was great. And then Rex Sage, which again we can get with Greenstone Zenith, and a couple of Talias for combo and control. It's also very interesting. Like against Miracles and stuff, we can make some kind of like stupid lock with the Thalia and Caracas, where we just play the Thalia, and when they try to kill it, we bounce it and then we replay it. So it's almost like a 2-for-1. Thalia is almost a 2-for-1 because they need to like kill it for us to bounce it, and then they need to counter it again on the way back. It's pretty hilarious. Anyway, so that's the deck, and we're gonna jump into League, and it's gonna be great. So let's do some Loam-in. Also, some people in the Discord were talking about running. The mana base is kind of all over the place, right? But some people were thinking about taking out one of the bayous and playing a basic swamp in its place. And that might be correct. Especially now, I'm not gonna assume that everybody has Assassin's Trophy, because even the bots are struggling to like get a hold of copies so they can to sell. They don't really have the card in stock, so I don't think that people will have access to Assassin's Trophy yet. But when Assassin's Trophy becomes, like a staple of the format, like I expect it to become, we probably might need to make our deck a little bit worse, but just adding another basic land might be necessary. But yeah, so we'll see how things go. There we go. Get my water bottle. And now we wait. This is weird. Yesterday there was even less people in the in the league, yet somehow we found a match within like seconds every time. Luke Stevens. Let's give my opponent the good luck, and let's get rolling. So I can double cycle on turn 1 and then play Liliana on turn 2. Sure. Cloudpost. Not a bad draw against Cloudpost.deck. So I think because we know we're playing against Cloudpost, I'm gonna lead a Mox Diamond pitching the Savannah, and I'm gonna start by cycling because I can find a Wasteland with this Cycle Land. We did not. Pray for the Catacombs and pass the turn. Okay, so we can go get a Bayou. Yeah. Go get a Bayou, cycle again, see what we find. Again, Wasteland would be the best possible draw. We were not that lucky. I think I'm going to play Bob and go squatter my opponent on their draw step. Man, I really dislike these arrows. I think the thing that they had before, the interface, just works so much better. This just looks pretty dumb. Also, whenever you target something in a graveyard, it puts the stupid arrow precisely over the name of the card that it's targeting. So it's the most annoying thing ever. it's really dumb. Okay. Find me a Loam or a Wasteland. That's a Chalice. Doesn't do anything. Oh, that's right. Actually, we have 35 cards. $35 cards that cost 0 when we count Chalice. So if they have another post, I'm in serious trouble. But I think I need to protect myself from a Thought-Knot Seer. So I think I'm going to just go ahead and play Liliana here. Land I get is probably a Scrubland. Plus discarding Teague? No, I probably... Nah. Chalice. Let's discard Chalice. Alright, so thank you Anemeti for following. Oh, that's... it should be working. Is that you? That's you, Keenan, right? Okay, now I'm in a little bit of trouble. Oof, that's 6 mana right there. Now I'm in a lot of trouble, actually. Reality Smasher would be troublesome. Maybe this list doesn't play Reality Smasher. Trinisphere. That card does literally nothing. Okay, give me a Wasteland, Bob. That's not a Wasteland. Wait a second. Are you not able to see the stream? It seems like it should be working. Or am I crazy? So my opponent has access to 9, 12 mana next turn. I'm seriously considering just plussing Liliana twice. They have so much mana. It was so unfortunate that I drew no freaking... Not a single wasteland. I think I'm gonna plus Liliana twice. This might be wrong, maybe. And I should try to like hope my opponent has nothing and try to go for... Wow, okay, that's a good one, I guess. But I guess that means that their last card in hand is it's actually a threat. Is that Ulamog? That's Hugin. Maybe I should have played this guy. Yeah, there's no way. Feels like we're super dead now. I don't think we can beat this guy. Man, we really need to draw a wasteland here. That's like their only threat too. Crap. Yeah, we can't really keep up with this, with Punishing Fire. So we need to draw exactly our one of Vindicate. That's probably the only card that gets us out of this. And for my opponent to not draw another threat, of course. So we're not in the best spot. That's funny. I'm gonna keep these as like Liliana fodder, I guess. I mean, it's not countering anything my opponent can have. This is minus 10. Okay. The Burden one's in the house. Are you able to see the stream properly, Burden one? Cause one of my friends is having trouble seeing this, watching the stream. Yeah, I don't know, Keenan. Maybe I don't know. I really don't. At this point, we might not be able to win now. Just concede. Yeah, man. I like to move things around from time to time. We probably should be all prime time all the time, but you know. So, Eldrazi Post. We probably want to bring in Golgari Charms in order to stop my opponents. To stop my opponent's ley lines. They will for sure bring in Leyline of the Void. Knight is one of the best cards in the matchup. We never draw any of these. That would have been nice too. Free Fire, it's not great. Ooze can go. Zenith can go too. Probably Last Hope is better than Zenith. I doubt Knuckle is good enough. Maybe Garruk is good enough though. I don't think it's better than any of my other cards. I'm gonna go with this. I don't know, Keenan. I have no idea what that issue might be. That's the card I was looking for all game, last game. Yep. Snap Keep. I would expect my opponent to have Leyline on turn 1, because they always have it. But this deck is not as reliant on Leyline as you might think it is. So I will play Mox Diamond, pitching Mace, and I will play Library on turn 1. And next turn we can Wasteland whatever land they play, and then we can loam back both lands. What? My opponent is going to discard, and they discarded an Eldrazi Temple. That to me seems like just a misclick. I can put this guy on top, and I guess we pay 4 for Liliana. I mean, we don't need to play Wasteland this turn, right? So might as well start winning the game. By the way, I'm not a fan at all of this stupid counter here. Not a fan. just don't like it whatsoever. So they take 2. And what? Sorcerer's Spyglass. So they are gonna name Wasteland with this. We're gonna name Wasteland for sure, but that means we're gonna have two Planeswalkers going at it, while the Civil Library draws us cards. That's a good draw right there. This can actually fetch Ghost Quarter for us, so this is pretty amazing. So we put this on top, we put this on. Yeah, I guess we put this on top. Do we? Yeah, put this on top. So we're not missing our land drop, and we can do white. Okay. Pass the turn. Glimmer Post. You got it. I think I'm gonna fetch on my upkeep, so I shuffle these cards away. Because I have a Wasteland and that does nothing, and I have a Grim Monolith. And I have a Windswept Heath that also doesn't do much. So I think I'd rather fetch on upkeep. Discard this, go get Ghost Quarter. And now we draw 3 fresh new cards. Whew! Whew! Now this is a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So put this on top and pay 4 for this. I'm gonna get a Scrubland here. White, red, 1 and 1. So this doesn't untap, and these decks have the what's his name, post Cyborg. They play. I'm blanking on the name. Wastes. They play Wastes post Cyborg, so Ghost Quarter and Glimmer Post doesn't really do much. This is a little bit annoying though. Okay, 6 mana. Oblivion Sower. That one's very easy to kill. What did they exile? Wasteland, Dried Arbor, Bob, and... okay. So Wasteland doesn't do anything. And Dried Arbor I will be able to kill with my Liliana. So we're still in a good spot. Also, it's funny, but the Knight is gonna be just much bigger than this. Actually, them playing the Dried Arbor grows my Knight. So I think the correct play from them would have been to not play this Dried Arbor. We shuffled already, so these are gonna be new cards. So this is good. So we can untap, draw. Here we probably want to draw the Bob. These Grim Monoliths are not going to untap, because they will need full 4 mana to untap these Grim Monoliths. So that part is fine. They're only going to have access to 3 mana on their turn. Alternatively, I can Ghost Squatter the Ancient Tomb. I can Ghost Squatter the Ancient Tomb. I can Ajani Plus on the Glimmer Post. And I can loan back the Ghost Squatter and the Mace of Ith. That would be 2 mana, and then I can use the other 2 to play. Oh yeah, this is great. So put Golgari Charm on top, and Teague also on top. Start here. Liliana's also threatening ultimate. Yep. It would have been better if my opponent had not played the Dried Arbor, so they could actually have a leave that card in exile. This mostly allows me to... GD Coltre, how's it going? So this allows me to actually see whether my opponent sided into a couple of wastes. They did not side into a couple of wastes. Okay. Good for me. So this doesn't untap. I loan back, fetch, mace, and Ghost Squatter. And I'm gonna play the Verdant Catacombs. Fetch for a Badlands. Liliana. And minus. And this should be the game. My opponent just concedes. That was pretty sweet. I don't think I want to change anything. Garruk seems like it could be good, just spitting out two wolves. But it doesn't really kill any of their threats. I think they play Matter Reshaper, and that's like exactly lethal. So they don't even play Eldrazi Mimic. So Garruk is not gonna be flipping often. Ajani was insane there though. Okay. Just run it back. Oh, yeah, this is a Knight deck actually. Which means that Knight should come. There we go. Now it's real. Now it's official. And the bottom deck is actually for color Loam. The win condition is grinding our opponent to the ground. For color Loam, and I guess we can make that disappear, and we can change the record to 0-0. So this is turn 1, Sylvan Library, turn 2, Rex Sage. Yeah, sure. Dried Arbor is the worst possible card in the deck to draw. That doesn't do anything, that's fine. But the good thing here is that we can actually pitch it to Mox Diamond, which is great. What is this? Oh my god. This looks so ugly. So this play is gonna be rough if my opponent has exactly a turn 2 Thought Knots here, which is possible. And if that's the case, then I probably would have preferred to hold up Swords to Plowshares to kill the Thought Knot. And that's exactly what happens. I'm really sad. Well, bye bye Swords. Yeah, the deck leading to the deck list should be here. That's the deck list right there. So they're gonna take the swords. What? Oh, they must have like a. They must have something coming up. Okay, so let's throw. That's a pretty good one too. So I can actually do both things here. So I can leave the Cabal Pit on top, and I can play the Knight and source the Thought Knot. So I guess this is pretty good. So put this on top, pay 4 life for this, play Mox Diamond, pitch in basic forest, play this, green, 1 and white, 4/4 Knight, and now pass the turn. It's not extremely reliant on it. It's definitely like the Mox Diamond is the card that makes it you know, a tier deck in Legacy basically. But it's fine. Having access to Mox Diamond is kind of what makes the deck really good. Otherwise, it would be not so great. Here, of course, I'm playing these before the Spyglass resolves, because otherwise my opponent can just name Spyglass, and that actually, you know, is not great for me, obviously. But if I get to untap with this Knight, my opponent is gonna be in trouble. That is a little bit annoying, I guess. Ooh, no land. Huh. Let's find a wasteland here, shall we? Okay. So I can MP fire the ballista and just Knight start serving, I guess. I doubt my opponent's playing surgical, so I think I'll put this on top and pay for this. Fire that. Yeah, actually, fire that. White and green, and we just start serving. Yeah, I think that the deck is fine without Mox Diamond, but when you draw Mox Diamond, it feels like you're playing a Legacy deck, and when you don't, it's it's not as clear whether you're playing a Legacy deck or not. Sometimes it's a little bit slow. So they're gonna exile a P-Fire and 3 cards that we don't know about. Only single land? Yeah, that's okay. So Abrupt Decay would be really nice here. Abrupt Decay stopping the Spyglass. Caracas being able to bounce my Tig is mildly annoying. T comes back, I guess. I think I'm gonna return the P-Fire EOT. If my opponent has Surgical, they have Surgical. I don't really care about this P-Fire, to be honest. It's just a might as well kind of scenario. Okay. Now these are actually pretty bad. These are actually pretty bad right here. Especially because my opponent now have access to 7 mana. And now the knight can't really attack. Man, not being able to find a wasteland, not a decay for this. It's rough. All right. Let's draw some wastelands, please. So that's 2, return, okay. I definitely want to shuffle the top of my deck, that's for sure. One, two, three, four. Is this a ballista? I did not yet. I kind of need to figure something out, honestly. I think I'm gonna go for like a long stream kind of deal. I'll probably the problem is that my schedule kind of sucks, so probably next Monday I will do like an 8-hour stream or something. So we will start at like 10 a.m. and then go all the way till 6 p.m. That seems doable. I will need to take a short break in the middle to eat food and stuff, but we can make like a long stream on Monday. Caracas a teak back. You got it. Thrand. Oh. That's what they were struggling with. They were trying to play the Thran Dynamo and they're like, why can't I do this? Why can't I do this? And they finally figure it out. That's funny. So I cannot chomp with Dryad Arbor. That would be nice. I think I need to take 5 here. I don't think I can afford to lose this night. Don't think I can afford to lose this night. Also, my opponent has Badlands in play, so I think I can get a Tri-Land here. Look at that value. Look at that value. That's 4 cards in the yard, up to 5, so I cannot activate Cabal Pit yet. So, yeah, it's not much we can do here. Besides some of this. Actually, my opponent, we almost have lethal here. 5, 6. Huh. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can swing for 5. I can play Bob and play Teague. And either of those can be a chump blocker. If my opponent has something like an Ulamog or whatever, I of course cannot beat that. But I can swing for 5. They go down to 5. Alternatively, I can block and regen. That doesn't do much, really. I, of course, cannot draw with this symbol library, because I'm at 4. If I get the Verdant Catacombs, I can fetch. That's up to 5 cards in the yard. 6 with the P-Fire. Still not enough. Still not enough. Damn, this is hard. If only this were decay. If this were an abrupt decay and I could get rid of this, it would be so much easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have a shit ton of mana. They have so much mana. So I think I'm gonna go for play Bob, play Teague, pray. I cannot do both, right? Because I can only put him to 2 if I fetch with these Catacombs, and I cannot fetch with these Catacombs because I can either draw a Champ Blocker or I can draw the Catacombs. Because Teague is not a Champ Blocker because of Caracas. Right, Lomer Boy? So I can only do this or I can do this. So if I... Yeah, they stole my Caracas. It's actually absurdly relevant right now. When they got my Caracas, I'm like, oh sure, they have a Caracas, and then I realize, crap, that's actually really, really relevant right now. So I think what I need to do is I need to play a Bob. I swing for 5 and I play a Bob as a Champ Blocker. So I put these on top and these on top. And I can go for the try to win play, or I can go for the try to not lose play. I think I want to go for the try to win play, in which case I need to attack with this knight. So I will pay green and white, play Teague. I am dead to Walking Ballista, but I'm dead to Ballista anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm dead to Ballista anyway. They can just face me. I'm dead to Ulamog, but I'm dead to Ulamog anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna go for my opponent doesn't have anything, but I can at least try to attempt to win the game play. Yeah, I know. Arbor would have been extremely relevant on the last turn. That's why it's so bad to draw the Right Arbor. Whenever Right Arbor is in my opening hand, it's just so bad. So bad. They can Ugin me here too. That seems like an Ulamog. All this dust. Yeah, that one also kills me. Yep. Alright, we're dead. That was rough. Like, we fetched many times. We never found a wasteland or a ghost squatter. That Caracas was insane. It's actually pretty absurd. Yep. Yeah, I played the Teague because I wanted to, like, for them to need to take 2 if they wanted to Ugin me or something, but they were able to play Teague through it anyway. So we're playing against Miracles. We played against this opponent yesterday. So we're playing against Miracles, and I think I'm gonna keep this hand. It's kind of awkward that we can't fetch for basic forest here because they need to. I need to get a black source for Bob. Yeah, this is a pretty good hand. So I can Savannah on turn 1, pass the turn, then I can Chalice on 1 on turn 2. Chalice on 1, of course, to protect Bob. Yeah, I expect to get back to basics. Won my opponent 2 games yesterday. We were playing bug post, and back to basics just won. It just won him the match, because like both of the games that we lost, we just could not find an answer to the back to basics, and we just died. Also, I cannot play around back to basics with this hand, right? It's just what it is. If my opponent has a back to basics, it's whatever. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I mean, against back to basics in particular, decay is way better. That's pretty good actually, because I can just play the Bob off this, and I care less about this mana. So I can play Bob off this, so I can fetch a basic forest next turn. This counter spell, yeah, okay. He always has it on turn 3 too, which is insane. There it is. So we just wait. And now we wait. I'm not gonna be playing this Maze of It though, because I wanna... I'm not gonna be playing this Maze because if I draw a Mox Diamond, I can actually... He has the Mentor too? Holy shit. Yeah, just gonna die. I'm gonna die to this. This is an... Wow, yeah, yeah. I don't think I can win. My opponent also has Hardcast Force of Will available. Decay. Nope, it's not a Decay. Decay? Still not a Decay. I guess I can fetch a basic forest and Zenith for 1. Oh no, I can't. Never mind. Predict. Yep. I can understand why this player wins so much. If they have these draws like they do against me, against everybody, then it makes sense that he wins a lot. No trophies yet. They gotta have their game. Gotta have their game. Is this counts as... Yeah, this is. Well, that was something. That was something. Holy shit. Alright. Thalia, yes please. Yes. Whoops. No Knuckle. Actually, I think I like Knuckle better than Mace. Knights. Out. Chalice, yes. Deeks, yes. Charm, yes. I don't think Loam is pretty good in this matchup. I want all my walkers. Vindicate, yes. Zenith can come out. What else? Oos. Yeah, is taking out Wasteland better than taking out Mace? Because usually in control matchups, like Maze, I mean, one of the biggest part of Maze, I mean, is the fact that you can like combo with Knight. But if we're setting out Knights, then why would you play the second Loam? What does Loam do in this matchup? Just to hit your land drops? I definitely understand taking out Wasteland. That makes a lot of sense to me. But if that's the point, right? If you're taking out Wasteland, like what are we recurring? My opponent is not destroying my lands. He's just not allowing me. It finds Speedfire. I guess. Alright, sure. This looks good, right? Knuckle seems better than Mace. So I think I'm gonna go with this. Let's see how it goes. Oh, now you show up, right? Now you're here. Damn it. This looks like a mulligan to me. Seems like it doesn't do anything. Or is DK just good enough in the matchup that it's worth keeping this? Actually, that might be the case. Okay. I convinced myself. I think DK is insane in this matchup, so it's kind of awkward that I really want to tap out for Liliana on turn 3, and that's going to be the turn when my opponent can slam the back to a6. That's a good draw. I think I pass here. I don't want my opponent to be able to use their 2 mana on a counter spell. But the problem is that they're gonna predict. Yeah. Oh, I hate miracles. Hate miracles. Why would they discard a Snapcaster? I just don't want my opponent to like use their mana on a counterspell, but I think it might have backfired on me and they are able to just predict, which is probably worse. They just brainstorm and shuffled, and now they ponder and they shuffle. So now I can actually play Liliana. And my opponent does not have counterspell mana. I think I actually want to peach the Mox Diamond. So I can do black, colorless. I think I want to peach the Mox Diamond. Am I crazy? Even if my opponent back to basics me, I already have an answer. And Mox Diamond is gonna be a card disadvantage. Wow, my opponent brought in Null Rod. That's really good to know about. I just don't want... What do I discard then? I don't want to discard P-Fire when my opponent can very easily Surgical me. And I like both of these cards. These are my answers to like any back to basics my opponent might have. So I think I just pitched the Mox Diamond here. I know Mox is good, but it's just card disadvantage and I have no card advantage engine going on right now. Yeah. I have no card advantage going on here. So I think I need to pitch the Mox. But okay, let's say I play Mox pitching Waste. What do I discard then? all of my cards are good. I guess I could discard the value, but then... Yeah, but then if my opponent plays something like a Null Rod, what do I do, right? I just get absolutely destroyed. Now it's fine, I can decay this. So I think I pitched it. There's no way I ditched Chalice here. But my opponent could have 2 back to basics. If my opponent has 2 back to basics, if they have back to basics, then I'm in trouble. I really don't want to discard this Punishing Fire though. Is it possible that I discard Chalice here? I have not tried Queen Marchesa. I'm actually... I played a Mardu Queen Marchesa deck once on stream and it was amazing. It was a lot of fun. So I kinda really liked Queen Marchesa. I think I actually discarded Chalice here. I know it feels awful, but... was it this? I took it from a 5-0 list. I made some changes to it. Like every time I just had crazy amount of trouble. Like I had mana issues every single match. So I think we definitely need a 23rd land. So that's what the first... Yeah, was that you? That's sick. That's sick. Yeah, so we played it through a league and we 4-1, but we had mana issues on every single match we played basically. So I added a land. Okay, so I think I'm gonna pitch Chalice here. It feels awful, but I think it's the correct line. I don't think I can not plus Liliana. I think I need to plus Lily here. So I just need no second back to basics here. That's a Jace. Well, fuck me anyway, huh? Green and black. Yeah, I guess I pitched this. Liliana's kind of doing some work here. Yeah, it was pretty awesome, Loamer boy. It was pretty sweet. I had a lot of fun. The deck looked really nice. Wow. He always has the answer. It's insane. It's freaking insane. He always has the answer to everything. Counterspell. No, predict. Yeah, no, we're so dead. I don't think we can beat this. It's pretty messed up how he always has the answer to every single thing. It's very absurd. Mentor now? Oh, he had a one off Teferi yesterday. Is it Teferi time? No, just swords. Yep. Whew, there we go. Tag teaming also in Legacy now. Yep, we're dead. We are dead. Counterspell this? No. He's just like, I don't care. You can have that. It's fine. Yeah, like every single time I played against this opponent, they just had the nuts. I stole one game from them. I stole one game from them. It was rough. It is rough. That's the mentor. How do we win here? We don't, right? If I just minus... They have access to hardcast force. I don't think I win this. That's just too much. It's too much. Rough start. Rough start. Especially when we played against a really good matchup in Eldrazi post on the first one, but we just could not find wastelands. We play 5 wasteland proxies basically. 4 wastelands and the one of Ghost Quarter, and we just Sibyl Library was not enough to find them. We also didn't find any decays to destroy my opponent's needle naming knight. It was tough. It was tough. Let's try to see if we can come back. Let's try and see if we can come back. Oh, I gotta upload my... There we go. For Loam. So we 0-2 versus Miracles, and we 1-2 versus Eldrazi Post. Not the most amazing record with 4 Loam. Sometimes I feel like just the deck just doesn't like me much. Because whenever I play Legacy, I just draw better. Whenever I play Maverick, I mean. Whenever I play Maverick, it's just like the deck just likes me more, and but yeah, I would be down to play a league with these afterwards too. If we just like 0-3, you know, die. I would be down to try another league with this. Turn 1 cycle, turn 2 Chalice of Wand. This is probably a mulligan. This seems just too slow. We can cycle on turn 1, so we can use your mana or mana on turn 1. But it's too slow. This is much better. So we're playing exactly against Reanimator. I want this Ooze here because it allows me to like play around their stuff. If we're playing everything against anything that's not Reanimator, this Ooze is gonna be really bad for me. So I think I'm gonna bottom it and be very sad when my opponent goes turn 1 unmask. So pitch Kabop it and play Bob. Because if this Bob gets like forced on gets dealt with in some way, I will really want to draw another one or something like that. We might be playing against Storm? Rock Delver, yeah. Waste you, pass the turn. I guess it could be Grixis too. Like either Control or Delver. Hope that was your only land. Alright. Come on, opponent. Let's play some magic. Okay, they do have another land. Never lucky. Never lucky. If they fetch... Yeah, I'm gonna fetch for a basic in response. They might be playing Rock Delver, and if that's the case, I really don't want to get stifled. Bold means that they are not on combo, so they are not on Sneak and Show or something like Storm or whatever. So they are on some fair deck. Okay, so that squares it out. So it's Rock Delver. Please play a Goif, so I can decay it, and I can't decay that one. Opponent, I can't decay that one. Alright. I'm gonna die to a Hooded Mandrills. I'm gonna die to a Hooded Mandrills. Damn it. Why-ya! Shock you. Shock you. Got him. Ha! Got him. Alright. Liliana. Cycle. That's pretty good. I'm gonna be playing this one next turn when my opponent doesn't have days up. Bolt me. Okay. I love the whole like Nimble Mongoose Hoodie Mandrills combo. That's just funny to me. So this knight is probably gonna eat a force. But what can I really... Oh, they just have the true name. Yep, we're dead. We are dead. Doesn't do much. White, green, colorless. Just gonna get forced. No force. Cool. Yeah, this true name is gonna get me. It's kind of awkward that we have no way to deal with true name game 1. Wasteland is fine. Library. Yeah, there's Lily, I guess. You guys are right. So how can I win this? My opponent needs to not have Bolt, that's step number 1. Mandrills tramples, so I cannot... Drydiver is not really doing anything for me. Decay does not kill the Mandrills either. If I attack, I can only swing for 7, and then I die on the crackback. So what does Knight need to find? I'm thinking Mace of It. Cabal Pit is already in the yard. Yeah, but I don't have the time to Vindicate plus Liliana, right? It's just not fast enough. I'm trying to figure out what can I do on like this turn plus the next one. That's all I'm worried about. I need to draw Liliana 100%, but I'm trying to see what is my best way to kind of force these mandrills to like chump or something. I think I don't play Civil Library. I just P-Fire my opponent for 2. That brings them down to 14. End of turn, I Knight for Wasteland. That makes the Knight a 9/9. My opponent's gonna be at 14, so I can still cannot force them to chump, which is what I'm trying to do. So do I play? Library doesn't do much though, because I cannot really draw multiple cards. Yeah, I don't have many options. I'm trying to see what I can Knight for. And I don't think I can Knight for anything. It lets me see more cards, but I need 2 cards that I don't have in. Oh, that makes it easy. That makes it much easier. Okay, Guard Charms, Last Hope, Thalia, maybe not. Yeah, maybe Thalia, yes. On the Mace, I probably do not want the Caracas. Bobs seem a little bit iffy. Zenith out. I don't like Garruk Relentless though. Ajani can be fine because of the whole exile or like basically wasteland them situation, but I mean Last Hope kind of stops Delver. Yeah, taking out Bob is what I was gonna go for next. Tig. And I'm missing 1 card. Decay? Decay kills Goif, I guess, but I would assume that. No, I'm not taking out Ooze. Ooze seems like P-Fire. So what is P-Fire killing? It's literally killing just Delver, right? And what is Decay killing? It's killing Delver. My opponent does not have Goifs because they have Hooded Mandrills. So what is Decay killing that P-Fire isn't? And if that's the case, I'd rather have P-Fire over Decay. So what is Decay killing that P-Fire doesn't? Library? Yeah, I guess. This is what we want. Definitely want all my potential answers to True Name. And Leyline seems extremely risky against Delver. Sure. It sounds a little bit awkward, but could be worse. I think it's still a keep. On turn 2, I think I'm going to play the Chalice instead of the Thalia. I guess my opponent is considering wasteland in my wasteland. I guess that kind of makes sense. Nope. They play Flutterstone. Okay. So I just play Savannah and Chalice for 1. Yeah, because I don't want to get stifled. So I think it makes more sense for me to do this. So I imagine they will daze this, but that forces them to fetch, and it also puts them behind the land drop. So I'm gonna be way ahead on tempo. Next turn I can fetch for a basic. Probably, yeah, fetch for a basic forest here, and then like wasteland, whatever land they have, and play Thalia. I guess I can pierce this too, but it's fine. Oh, they brainstorm. Okay, yeah. So I guess they're gonna daze it or force it. If they force it, of course, that's amazing for me. If they daze it, it's also pretty good for me. It resolved, right? Sure. That's cool. So no more stifle to play around. That's nice. No more stifle to play around. It's nice. And the old art duels are just so nice. Just look nice. The new ones just look so not so nice. I know, there's something very appealing to me with like the old frame and everything. Just look nice. Look at this. Gorgeous. Look at that. Ugly. Very ugly. So very ugly. So I guess they're representing Grudge, Ancient Grudge. So because of that, do I just play Ghostwater here so I delay? No, because I wanna now. Stifle is not a thing, so I think I want to do this. I think that I'm going to get Evayu though, or maybe another white source, maybe a Scrubland. It's gonna be easier for me to find green than to find white. In case any of my lands get wastelanded. That's probably like the single hardest thing in this deck, is just like how to sequence your lands, what to fetch for, how to like, you know, protect whatever it is. There's the garage going up. Oh, a braid. Well, that's cool. And I think I'm gonna destroy the green one. And next turn I can destroy the other one. But this still takes them off true name, but also makes them stumble. It also develops my board, right? Because double Ghost Quarter, the only thing that I'm really worried about is true name, right? And this still takes them off true name. So first things first, start here. And I think I play Knight, right? Because I don't want these to get stifled. So they will need to use days, which would put them back a land drop, or they would need to force this. Those are his options. So I think I play the Knight here, since it doesn't die to Bolt. Green, white, and 1. I don't want my Ghost Quarter to get stifled. Bolt the Thalia, sure. And now they daze. Still gets them off. Yep, they did have the stifle. So I guess that means that I should have like played the Ghost Quarter and passed, maybe. Sure. That means no true name, which is great for me. One, two, three, four, five, six. So now they play a true name. And now I'm in real trouble. Oh, this one's way less bad than true name. This one's fine. There. Answered. Unless they have another wasteland. Another Hoodie Mandrills. Yeah, it's no, still no true name. So I'm okay with this. Definitely okay with this. Something, please. Nope, just more lands. Just more lands. Stifle this? No. Okay. That's a good one. I'm gonna do this one now. Keep. Upkeep. Yep, this is fine. Doing fine. We can now like combo Cabal Pit and Punishing Fire if we want to. We have Decay for like a Delver or whatever. I mean, we also have P-Fire for that, I guess. I just need some business. It would be nice to draw like actual cards. Even Wasteland would be reasonable, but holy shit, alright. At least now I can start doing like P-Fire in my opponent, which is something, I guess. Man, I hate when this happens with this deck. Like, it's the issue of the non-brainstorm decks. You just start drawing blank after blank after blank after blank, and there's like no way to like fix that. You're just kind of doomed. And my opponent is like drawing cards, but they brainstorm, and all of the dead cards are just now better. I mean, do I even care about these mandrills anyway? I think I want to start going at their face. Whenever I feel like killing the mandrills, I can just do that. Delver is fine. I don't care about Delver. I think I just want to go face with this. Get a Badlands here. And P-Fire. Delver. Nice. Upkeep. Get P-Fire back. Go. Loam would have been pretty good. Knight would be pretty good. Bob would be pretty good. Like any of the Planewalkers would be pretty good. I have so many good draws, but I draw a Mox Diamond. It's a little bit frustrating, really. Honestly, when the freaking what's his name? The finals of the Open were just like this guy was just drawing like his land on the very last game. It's ridiculous. It's insane how good that hand is. And I just never draw those hands for whatever reason. Maybe I'm just really unlucky. Okay, black, and 1. This one they kind of need to counter. So I assume they will force this, pitching, whatever. Yeah, I need more of this. I need more of this. This is what I'm looking for. There we go. This is what I need. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get wrecked. Just gonna get wrecked. Liliana. Gotcha. Okay, that's an answer to true name at least. That's something. That's something. P-Fire you. The slow grind. The slow grind. Okay. Bob, that's a good one. Alright. On this board, Bob's actually pretty good. I imagine it's not gonna live, but if it happens to, it'll be pretty good for me. Also, we're ahead on clock, which is nice. Yeah, I think we're in a pretty good spot. I would like to have more answers to true name though, because they can easily just like play a true name and then just counter my Golgari Charm. Just gonna be an answer to the Bob. Storm count 1. Yeah, man. Sometimes you really want to be aware of what your storm count is like. So I can use 2 mana to do this now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go face because I don't wanna get, you know, time walked by Spell Pierce. So there's no use in me going after the Mandrills right here. Is my opponent on the full 4? Because they already cast. This is the 3rd Hoodie Mandrills they cast. Yeah, of course. So I'm not going to fire this off right now. It makes no sense. That's a surgical. Do they have second surgical too? Yeah, they have second surgical. Stifle this. Okay. So we're in trouble now. Except I can draw an Ileana and be winning again. So it's up to the top of my deck basically. There's only 2 P-Fires, opponent. Only 2 of them. Loam would be insane here. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, Lomer Boy. I mean, it's not like this cheap shot damage is going to like get me anywhere, huh? Just take a screenshot, opponent. Come on. Let's keep playing. Yeah, you might be right, Loam League. Maybe that was just like way too aggressive and definitely worthless. So now they bolt the Bob. Or upgrade the Bob. Dismember the Bob. Okay, sure. Okay. So we need, and now we are in the point where we need to draw something. Definitely something. That one right there is something. No force. No force plus blue card. Sweet. Another stifle? Nope. Sick. Alright, we keep playing. We keep playing. Boldly. Yep. That's what I want my deck to be doing. This is what I want my deck to be doing. There we go. Now we're playing real Magic. The casually lethal Knight of the Reliquary. The casually lethal Knight of the Reliquary. Damn. Thanks, deck. That's what I was hoping for all game one. Nothing like a poorly played game that ends up in us winning anyway. Huh. Take up Thalia? That makes sense. What do we want then? Garruk Relentless? That doesn't seem like the matchup for this. Third P-Fire. Last Hope. Bob. Alright. Okay, so my opponent is on the Mono Mandrills. Mono Apes. Gas. But no. Pandanaconda. Thanks, Pandanaconda HS. Thank you. I put a great deal of work into my stream titles, so I appreciate when people notice them. Thank you. Yep. If I hit lands, this hand is fine. If I don't, I just die. I guess it's worse than going to 5. Nope. Well, that's a land at least. I think I pitched the Grow, right? Or do I pitch the Catacombs? I don't want to get got by Wasteland, but I get got by Stifle this way. But I think forcing my opponent to hold up mana for the rest of the game is good for me. My opponent's holding up Stifle. So now let's keep drawing lands, shall we? All lands, all the time. And they chose not to shuffle. That's bad for me. Definitely bad for me. Where are my Loams is what I want to know. I have not seen a Loam in... Did I not see a Loam in any match so far? I think I saw one Loam against... in the game that we won against Eldrazi Post. I think that was the only Loam that I saw so far. It's really weird because Loam is either the best card in the deck or is a blank piece of cardboard or digital cardboard in this case. Not here. They're 100% in this matchup. Definitely not playing a Johnny in 2 days or Spell Pierce. Hopefully they tap out for Hooded Mandrills. That would be best case scenario for me. I doubt that's gonna be the case though. I think they're gonna play True Name while still holding up Stifle. Which is of course pretty freaking bad for me. Maybe my opponent will keep playing this slow and they will get... and they will just like lose. Okay. Scoos. They want to play Scoos in today's. Probably not. I need more land. Need more lands. $27 land deck. 27 land deck. Come on. 27 lands. The problem with playing out this Chalice is that it enables my opponent to wasteland my Ghost Quarter, which I'm not really in the market for. And it also gets got by Daze, because they Daze my Chalice, force me to fetch, they stifle my thing, and now I die to True Name Nemesis. I hate this matchup. Stupid matchup. So I place Chalice this turn, so next turn my Ooze doesn't die to a stupid Bolt. If they Spell Pierce this, it's fine, it allows me to fetch. I know it blanks my swords, but it blanks more cards from my opponent's hand than from mine. That's a 4 Speech and Stifle. Wow, okay. Do I play around the second Stifle? I think I do. I got some time with this True Name. It's fine. So Daze plus Stifle. I think I need to keep waiting. Play Max Diamond. Ooze doesn't do much, anyway. He literally cannot eat anything from my opponents. That's a Bolt. Alright, alright. Do I slam this? Into Spell Pierce? Alright. Pierce me. It's not like it does that much anyway. This doesn't really do anything. Just hardcast days. Yep. Okay, stifle me, opponent. Stifle me. There we go. I'd rather my opponent stifle that than them being able to like stifle something like a Liliana minus activation, right? That would be way worse for me. Question here though. Do I play the knight or do I hold up decay for this Delver? I think I play the knight. It's very unfortunate that I cannot hold up. I cannot like tap 3 and hold up knight plus swords. Force plus blue card. What you got? No, knight resolves. Okay. Don't flip. Don't flip. Fuck me. Alright. Down to 1. Well, at least my opponent has a surgical in hand, but they have the wall too. They have everything. They have everything. Nice. Alright. Quick 0-3 drop. No big deal. Quick 0-3 drop. Wow, we get absolutely destroyed in that league. We got absolutely destroyed. That was rough. Yeah, that was awful. So okay, we're gonna hold off of this. I kind of want to play some Maverick because I love this deck. This deck is so freaking great. Love this deck. No, which one's the one that I've been playing? This is the list that I've been playing. Yeah. Triple choke. Didn't you tell me that you were gonna send me a list? I thought that you meant that you were gonna send me like the list for some other day. Do you have the list now? Because if you can send me a list now, we can definitely play some Mardu. I'm down. Like I had a lot of fun playing this deck. Just send it over. Just put the link in chat. The link in chat, and I will share it with everybody. And I will, in the meantime, change the stream title. Mardu stuff. GD Culture. I recommend you try to understand it because it's a lot of fun. Just send me, yeah, just send me like a screenshot. Just send me a screenshot and that should be fine. Legacy is a lot of fun. It's very intricate. It's very interesting. Yes, there are some matches that are just, you know, like your opponent going off on turn 1 and you just dying. But for every one of those matches, you also have actually way more, way more than that. You have like super grindy, very intricate, extremely skill intensive matches that are trying to, you know, how to get the best edge, how to be able to like sideboard and play around whatever it is that your opponent's doing. It's very, very, very good. It's very cool. I've been a very big fan since I started playing it like 6 months ago or so. Yeah, yeah. Playing it in paper, it's a whole different story. Like it's it's pretty absurdly expensive to play in paper, and it's also very hard to find like a community and people that are, you know, invested as you are. On the other hand, though, when people are invested in Legacy, they are really invested in Legacy. So they really know what they're doing. Their decks, you know, they are really good at the whatever deck they are playing, which makes it very awesome because it's usually very good competition and it's just fun, just fun. So this is, there we go. 1 GT, 1 Battle School, 4 Bob, 3 Stoneforge, 2 Queen Marchesa, 1 Mentor. Why? Explain to me the 1 Mentor. Explain to me the 1 Mentor. In the matchup that we played, the Mentor was awful. Because usually by the time Mentor came down, I had no cards in hand. So that's why I did not like the Mentor at all. Can you do so in the chat instead of in the whisper? We played like a full league and Mentor came down twice, and one of the times was great because we also had a Bob going, but the other one was oh, thank you Remai-san, thanks for that. Bottom text, there we go. Mardu, oh, we call this Mardu Champions because of Queen. Because of the Queen, we are the champions, right? That's why we call them Mardu Champions. It's maybe a little bit too much, but we'll see. Okay, 1 Bitter Blossom, 1 K Command. By the way, K Command, on the other hand, as opposed to Mentor, K Command was amazing every time we cast it. 4 Swords, 2 Push, 2 Bolt, 2 Plains, 2 Swamp, 4 Wasteland, 4 Mire, 4 Marsh Flats, 2 Scrubland, 2 Badlands, 1 Plateau. Badlands, 1 Plateau. 1 Caracas, 1 Mountain. Oh, so the extra land you added was the one of Mountain? I guess you want to play around back to basics. That's the thing. So it makes sense. 3 Veil, 1 Hope, 3 Hymn, 1 Council's Judgment, 2 Thoughtseize, 3 Souls. Okay, so this should be the 60 from the main deck. Oh, no Diabolic Edict. What are you playing? Oh, the Mentor instead of the Edict. Sideboard. 1. So this 3, 2 Blood Moons, 2 Surgical, 2 Disenchant, 2 Persecutions, Pyroblast. Yeah, that was a card that I wanted to add. I don't have Pyroblast, I had Revs, but it's fine. It's the same thing. I guess we cannot freely cast it, so Pyroblast is better, but it's way more expensive that I'm willing to spend money on. 1 Council's Judgment and 1 Gideon, Ally of Zendikar. Sweet. Alright. Sick. Okay. Second K Command is fine. Well played too then. It's fine under back to basics. But you can play Mesa or Scrub. Yeah, I was playing Scrub. Okay. Yeah, I was not a big fan of Mentor, but I'm willing to give it another shot. I'm willing to give it another shot. Okay. So this is gonna be Legacy Mardu 9/27/18. Save this. Let's tweet it up. Legacy Mardu, Legacy Mardu. Tweet it out. And now my brew on stream achievement unlocked. Well, honestly, you can do this anytime you want if you want to donate for a league. That's basically how it works. If you want to donate for a league, donations. Oh, okay, Lomer Boy, sweet. If you want to donate for just the entry fee for the league, I will play whatever deck you want. So, damn it, competitive legacy, Mardu. All right, I need to add a stream decker. You can probably check the vault if you want to. We already played the deck once. So we changed this. What did we change? Oh, the Lavamancer is out. Beater Blossom is in. Beater Blossom. 1. We added a mountain. And what else did we change? Diabolic Edict out. $60 cards. And the sideboard is no more Beetle Blossoms. No more Nahiri. How do you like Nahiri? Was it just not good enough? We literally didn't get to cast it. We sided in a couple of times and we never got to cast it, so have no idea how good it actually is. Red Elemental Blast to this, add update, set as deck, and copy. Sweet. Everything's been updated. We're playing against Scavenging Booze. I think this person also streams. I have no idea what their stream name is though. This hand looks pretty good, huh? The entry fee it's $12, which is it's 12 tickets, but one ticket is $1 basically. Scavenging Boost usually plays like off the wall decks, but sometimes he just plays like Grixis Delver and stuff like that. Like right now. So they are probably on Grixis control. Do I take the hymn here? Or do I take the ponder? Or the snap? probably take the him, right? I could also take the ponder. Yeah, I'm also tempted to take ponder, but I kind of want to take the 2-for-1 though. And then Bitter Blossom is gonna get there. Maybe just Bitter Blossom is just so good against my opponent's deck that I just don't care about the other 3 cards, and I just want to make sure that my opponent does not find the Force of Will. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think turn 2 Beetle Blossom, it's gonna be very, very hard for my opponent to beat. And I want to make sure that they don't find like a Liliana the Last Hope or something that might give them a chance against it. That's not a bad draw. Here we get a Badlands. Actually, probably a Plateau, right? No, Badlands. Yep. So this is probably going to win me the game. So my opponent can him me here, but it just, whatever they discard, it just doesn't really matter. Yeah. I think if I find another land, I just straight out win. I mean, that's also pretty good. I think I get Jite here, right? Or do I just get the Skull? Skull seems better if Stoneforge doesn't die. Jite seems better if Stoneforge does die. And the chances of Stoneforge dying are actually pretty high. So I'm gonna get the Jite. Unless my opponent is running a weird list with main deck Trunem Nemesis, I think that we should be good here. They might be running a list with Trunem though. That's a Strix. It's a card I don't really care about. I just start serving, right? I just serve and I play a Lingering Souls. How can my opponent beat this? They just can't, right? Mentor? But Mentor dies to a Bolt. Yeah, but I guess if my opponent like snaps him and they discard my souls, that's awesome. I think I'm gonna serve with the Stoneforge. Oh, there's already Queen Marchesa. I was gonna say it gives you something to get back with K-Command, but I already have the Queen. So my opponent needs to spend this turn killing the Mentor. Please K-Command my Mentor, and I discard Lingering Souls. Whew! The value. Get some Jita counters. This is sick. My opponent can like snap, destroy Jite, like make me discard, I guess. Yeah, that's what they're going for. Snapcaster. I guess it's gonna be destroy Jite, make me discard. And I think what I care about the most here is about gaining 4, right? I don't really care about my opponent's Snapcaster Mage. Just gain 4 here. Oh, pumping the token is so good, you're right. You're right. This is fucking sweet. Alright, you got my mountain. Nice. All right, go. Snapcaster, what? Ponder? Brainstorm. Oh, they have a Mire in hand, that's right. Well, this game was something. My opponent's now dead on board? Sure. 6 tokens. 6 1/1s. Oh, okay. They have Strix. He's saying, he's like, I thought you played Bond. He's saying, I thought you played Loam. The fuck is this? Playing 1-drop in your Chalice deck? That's hilarious. Yeah, I just swing. Destroy, deal 2 damage to any target, destroy target artifact. Deal 2 damage, destroy target artifact, deal 2 damage to any target. Black, red, 1. Done. Oh, they forced? Oh, they're dead anyway. That's hilarious. Yep. Sick. Alright, Gideon, bring it on. Persecution, hell yeah. What else? Rebs? For sure. Blood Moons? Oh yeah. Stoneforge package out, that makes a lot of sense to me. Probably we want the other Judgment to deal with Jace. Pushes out. And probably the Bolt comes out. Oh, that's Swords. Swords to Plowshares out. No, I guess Swords deals with... So Swords deals with Gurmag, while Bolt helps deal with Jace. So what are we more afraid of, Gurmag or Jace? I guess that's the question. Oh, and Nihil Spellbomb, I want that too. Do I really want Needle though? I mean, I'm trying to play around recursive K commands, and this is gonna be like my 1 artifact in the deck now. Does not seem like I want to be making my... I want to be making my opponent's K commands better. I will go to the bathroom real quick. Be right back. Made it. Made it. Is this hand excellent or is it just me? I think okay, so I can either try to cast the spells I have in my hand or I can try to set up for Blood Moon. So what am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna be able... I just want to cast my spells. It's just you, Mulligan. Yep. Snap Mole right here. That's what we got in our hands. Snap Mole. I guess if my opponent has a hymn or something, that might be a little bit annoying. Turn 1 Ponder is pretty good for us. Mismatching Ponders. Come on, Scavenging Boost. You're better than that. You're better than that. Whew. Whew. Oh my god! Is this deck great or what? Is this deck great or what? What? Force Pitching Snap my Thoughtseize? Do they have their own Bitter Blossom and is that what's going on here? Because that seems ridiculously aggressive. No, they have a him. Okay. Ooh! Never mind. We're fine. So I'm gonna get black and white. Right? Right back at ya. Is this true name? No. Last Hope. Well, that's a little bit troublesome. Okay. Gotta find some way to deal with that. I guess it's gonna be White Swords plus Council's Judgment. I'm afraid their Lily is gonna be better than our Lily. Unless we make it... If we draw a land here, this is insane. No! Damn it. Alright, again, if we draw land, this is insane. If we draw land, this is insane. Any land, and we win the game. Any land. The Queen. The Queen. Bow. Bow to the Queen. Bow to the Queen. Boom. Marchesa is in the house. Marchesa is in the house. My queen. Whew, 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 whew. Got him. Got him. Whoa. Whoa. That was too much. I don't think I can handle that. I don't think I can handle that. That was just too much. Whew. I need to take it easy for a second. Alright. Let's take a deep breath. You know, refine my composture. I mean, they could kill the queen, but I already had Liliana ultimate, So I had Eliana on 6. I was drawing 2 cards a turn because of the Monarch. And even if they kill the Marchesa, I'm still the Monarch. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure that my opponents, they probably could have like played it out if they wanted to, but I think at that point I'm just like insanely far ahead. If you're here for the Mardu, you've come to the right place, my man. Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty right here. Oh, by the way, my opponent said sometimes the game is too easy when we finished. My opponent's funny. Man, if any of these were a discard spell, this hand would be insane. I think my opponent plays control. So I am tempted to keep this. I think I need to mulligan though. This is just too many lands. And if this Bob dies, I'm in a really bad spot. I mean, I guess we can keep and hope. We're gonna be able to cast all of her spells for what it's worth. Maybe my opponent is playing some Blood Moon deck, so it's better for me to play flats on turn 1. Also, my opponent's gonna be like, "What the fuck, Marsh flats?" Oh, maybe they put me on Blue Black Shadow if they see Marsh flats. That's what I think. If my opponent goes like turn 1 Marsh flats go, I think I would put them on Blue Black Shadow. And look at that, opponent plays straight into my wasteland. Discard spell here is insane. Nope, just more lands. I think I waste my opponent. It's more important than playing Bob. I think I want to delay the game the most possible. Yep, so they are on Miracles. Woohoo! The queen is in the house. The queen is in the house. Bow to the queen. The queen is in the house. Spell snare? Ah. Force the Bob. I'm okay with this. Definitely okay with this. And I'm gonna be playing. What did I pitch? A force? Pitching force. And I'm gonna play a mountain next turn, so back to basics doesn't get me. Yep. Bob to Torak. That's what that was. That was Bob to Torak. Now here it's very interesting. I think I want to play the queen. My opponent is holding up Counterspell. My opponent's holding up Counterspell for sure. But yeah, so I don't care about Terminus really. And not doing anything is not good for me because this is just too small of a clock. And flashing back Souls plays straight into Terminus. So I think what I want to do is I actually want to play the queen. And force my opponent to like fetch away a potential Terminus and use a counterspell on Marchesa. Man, she's been so good. Whenever we cast her, she's been insane. And because of Snapcaster, I'm not gonna swing with the tokens. Oh, they just have the Terminus here? Yeah, that's fine. That's whatever. I'm the Monarch. I don't care. Bob Finkel, dude. It's fine. Also, my opponent fetched a Tundra. And we have a Wasteland in play. That's hilarious. Snapcaster. Alright, we have a new follower. And that is... drum roll. Meli Demircio. Meli Demircio official. Thanks for the follow. So they got a Preordain here, that's fine. So next turn I just Wasteland, Flashback Souls, play Scrubland. And I could play the GT, but I just don't think it's necessary. I definitely want to start here. Take that out of here. I'm gonna play Badlands, play Lingering Souls, so I can play around. Play Lingering Souls here, so I can play around Spell Pierce, which my opponent might or might not have. And then I just want to basically hold on to this Monarch for as long as humanly possible. That's the name of the game. Being the Monarch is the name of the game. What did they do with that Preordain? They put 2 cards on the bottom. Yep. I agree 100%. I think the game is over. As long as I'm the Monarch, the game is over. Play Scrub. Black, black, white. Liliana. Got a counter for this one? Yeah, they do. Just pass the turn. Just keep drawing 2 cards a turn. Seems like a winning proposition for me. That's also a push. Another answer to this Snapcaster. So they're gonna try to take the Monarch here. So if they have exactly, yeah, I think I need to push the Snapcaster right now. I would like to get more value of this and force my opponent to also source the other one. But if they have source plus counterspell, or they have like source plus force of will plus blue card or something, I actually lose a game that there's no way I'm losing otherwise. So I think it's better for me to just like play it safe and play it slow and just keep doing what I'm doing, even though I'm drawing terribly so far. It's like a crown thingy. Well, thankfully I'm drawing 2 cards a turn, because if I were drawing just a single card a turn, we would be dead by now. That's a Swords to Plowshares, pretty good draw. So even if my opponent has a Mentor, I should be in a pretty good spot. That's a Mentor. In response to them cantripping, I'm gonna Swords the Mentor. And then I can bolt the token. And we should still be the Monarch, which is the only thing that matters here, really. Alright. Whew. 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 Alright. Spell Snare? That'd be kind of sick, actually. Wow. What a reason not to bolt the Mentor, because bolt answers Jace and Swords does not. That's the reason. I don't care about my opponent being at 17 or 19. It's not relevant to this game. We're gonna win this game because we're drawing 2 cards a turn and my opponent is just drawing the 1. Finally a good draw right there. It's another swamp. Another swamp. I guess we GTA'd up. Might as well. Do you have another swords opponent? They do have another swords. Okay, that's fine. We're still drawing 2 cards here. My opponent is now out of cards. And we drew the best possible card we could have drawn. And they drew a Terminus. Because they stopped in the draw step. That's hilarious. Okay. So what do I do here? I think I Stoneforge for Batterskull. My opponent has a Terminus in hand, which they do not have enough lands to cast. So I don't want to play into it anyway. So I think I just play Stoneforge. I don't think this is the first time they stopped in their draw step though. So that's the skull, and I just play the skull, which I can like bounce and recast later. And if they do actually find the last mana for the Terminus, I should be fine. Still drawing 2 cards a turn. There it is. So they're gonna Terminus this, and it's gonna be irrelevant. Yep. So they basically Terminused a Stoneforge Mystic. That's literally what happened. So I play Souls. No need for me to flash back here. What we can do though is we can equip one of these Souls tokens. That's pretty good. And now we draw 3. End of turn. Yeah. This game is so over. That's again perfectly fine. Any order. Bounce the skull back. And now we can play. Yeah. We're just winning so many ways. We're just winning on so many different ways. This is insane. Nice Miracles deck, opponent. Nice Miracles deck. By the way, Romario, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I guess my opponent is like trying to like get some clock equity. Let's keep killing them like as painfully as possible. What is this? Is it Snapcaster Mage? Sure. So they're doing something smart here. They're going to brainstorm. They let the Lily thing resolve, but now I get to kill the Snapcaster. And now GT gets equipped to this Batterskull. And look at all the stuff that I have in play. This is so great. Look at how much stuff I have in play. Let's keep healing. Look at our board. We're at 23. We're at 23. We're drawing 2 cards a turn. We have two active Planeswalkers. We have a Batterskull. We have a Bitter Blossom going, and we have a Lingering Souls in the yard. That was. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of everything that's happening here. I'm a really big fan of everything that's going on here. Get some Rebs. Here we probably do want the Python Needles. Alright, what do we side out? I think the Stoneforge package is not awful. I think we can trim it down a little bit. K-Command, yes please. Council's Judgment, yes please. Our own mentor. Not so sure about this one. Soy bars, I'm exactly in the same spot you are. I have not been a big fan of mentor. We played just the one league with this deck with 4 wand, and I cast the mentor twice. One time it was great because we had a bob going, but we were already winning that game anyway. And the other time I cast a mentor and it was literally the last card in my hand, so it just ate a bolt and did nothing else. Or ate a removal spell. I can't remember which removal spell it was. We definitely want Gideon. The queen is of course gonna stay here. Bitter Blossom is awesome. Bitter Blossom is awesome. Yeah, that's the first thing I thought was switch this mentor for the second call against command. K command has been really good in this deck. So push us out. We probably want to side out a couple of swords too. GT, maybe it's not great. I kind of like the skull because we're gonna go super long, and Batter Skull seems like it could be pretty sweet. But I'm not so sure about GT. Maybe we just do this, which is very lame. The one Batter Skull, one Stoneforge. Feels bad though. Sure, let's try this. Yeah, I mean that's what I thought. That's like where my mind went. As soon as we finished the league, that was the very first change was add the 23rd land, taking out the Grim Levamancer, and the second change was to go down on one. What's his name? Go down on one on the mentor and keep a K command instead. Put another K command in instead. So this hand is, if we draw a second black source, might be good. It's already a mulligan though, because Batter Skull, it's not a card I want to see in my opening hand. So maybe I do mulligan this. I think we can do better with 6. Sure, this is probably better. We're definitely bottoming that bolt though. Yeah, I understand like the reasoning behind the mountain. We probably want red sources. We probably want red sources to like destroy back to basics and stuff like that. And mountain is it's a land that untaps with back to basics in play. Let's draw a fetch land. Inquisition, it's not awful. My opponent will probably counterspell this. That's fine. It's already 2 p.m. I have to actually teach a lesson today at 4 p.m. and it's 2 p.m. for me right now. So I might, I don't think I will be able. I don't think I'll be able to finish this league, which is very unfortunate because I'm really having a lot of fun right now. They brainstorm in response. Yeah, yeah, this turn I am going to actually preemptively Needle Jace because even if I do draw a land, I hopefully want to keep Red Elemental Blast up and I definitely want to keep this needle up. So they do have the counter spell. They do have the counter spell. They have double swords. I suspect that they kept a land on top. I would suspect that they kept a land on top. So this Bob is not gonna last long, but I think I want to take this Snapcaster here because swords is only a single. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take this Snapcaster here. We really need to draw a red source though, so I can bolt this mentor, because otherwise this mentor is gonna get out of hand really quick. But I think that it's gonna be the best possible thing, and I'm gonna play the needle here because if my opponent does not fetch, yep. If my opponent did not fetch, I was just snapping the naming Flooded Strand right there. In fact, do I name Flooded Strand anyway? Nah, there's no way. Jace the Might Sculptor. Okay, we need to draw a red source now. This draw step needs to be a red source for us. And we're gonna play. We're gonna bolt the mentor and then play Bob. Yep. Wow, I should have snap named that Flooded Strand. Wow, they shuffled and they drew exactly the card they wanted. It's bad for me. Man, I really needed a red source there. Now I think we might actually be in a pretty bad spot. Wow! Needle on Flooded Strand would have been insane. Alright, we're just getting got by the deck here. I think we're just gonna die. We have a full 4 uncastable spells in hand. So now they're gonna play the mentor with counterspell backup. Yep, this game is over now. Wow, my opponent drew exactly 1 land every single turn. That's pretty good for them. It's pretty freaking good for them. Yeah, we can concede here. Try again. Try again. Do we want to change anything? I think we're fine. We just need to draw lands. Let's go. Let's go. Do I keep this? Crap. Ugh. Come on, deck. Come on. Give me what I'm looking for. Give me lands. Give me lands, please. That's not a land. And we're falling very, very far behind. But I cannot realistically beat it back to basics, so I'm going to hold off. Every land drop we miss is just so bad for us. It's so insanely bad for us. No rod. Sure. You got it, opponent. That's not even worth my disenchant. Land. Holy crap. Yeah, at this point, I just cannot beat the Jace, so I need to hold up Rev. Yep. Also, put a non-land to the bottom, and then didn't fetch all of these turns. Yeah, this I think we lose now. I think we lose. I guess I get bad lands, which is awful, but it's like the only way that I can beat a Jace. Also, my opponent is playing less lands than we are. They are usually playing like 20 or 21. They're playing way less lands than us, but they hit a land drop every single turn, both games. It sucks, because I feel like this matchup is really good for us. Yeah, I mean, I just cannot afford to discard here. Yeah, this really is bad beats. Yeah, my opponent had a spell snare all along. I'm gonna start just jamming because I cannot just keep not doing anything. That's a mentor. Guess we can swords that one at least. I need lands. Without lands, I don't think I can beat this. It does feel like the matchup is pretty good for us, though, to be honest. There we go. Swords this one. That one right there. Yep, that one. Exactly. Play Bob. They kind of need to answer this Bob right now. Otherwise, I have a chance to get back into the game. That is perfectly fine, as long as they don't find the Swords to Plowshares. That's the only thing I really care about right now. They found the swords. Fuck me. This is rough. This is rough. Red source. So we cannot really beat a Jace. So I'm gonna play Stoneforge here. So I'm going to need to just like needle Jace. Because if like my opponent untaps with a Jace, even just for a single turn, we are gonna be in a really bad spot. Mind Sculptor. Let's go. Yep, take 3. I want my opponent to use a removal spell on this. Can we get back from this? It seems very tough. We might be able to, though. We might be able to. That was a lot of turns of not drawing lands though. That was 7 turns where we only drew a basic plains in all that time. Yeah, I don't think that we want to play more than 23 lands though. 23 seems like the number. I feel like 24 might just be too many. Just might flood a little bit too much. But it's very interesting. Yeah. I don't think I want to go up to 24. Yep. Yeah, and I know. And there's not much we can do about it anyway. There we go. Alright, so we might actually be in this. We can flash in the skull. Accumulated knowledge resolves. They only draw a single card, so that's fine. If they were drawing 2, I might consider revving it. Actually, do I just block the snap and... Nah, this is better. Skull. I imagine they disenchant in response. That's okay. So now we play Lingering Souls. Lingering Souls. If we draw something like a Gideon or something, I think that we just win, right? We just need to draw something like a Gideon. Also, this disenchant going at the skull means that it's not going at the Jace, right? At the Pything Needle. But it kind of feels like if I top deck a Gideon, I just win. Opponent's cantripping though, that's for sure. And that's why I'm saving this rev, because I really want to use it like proactively in order to counter my opponent's potential counter spell. I don't think I want to use it defensively. So Stoneforge doesn't do anything anymore, so I can just take 3 and trade here. This taps me out of black mana though. This taps me out of red mana, so I cannot protect this Liliana. I think I want to serve with the spirits first. Bandwidth, yeah, that's what I do. Actually, yesterday I had to cut the stream short because I had to go play a show. It was actually kind of cool. We played at this venue in El Segundo here in California, which is very sweet. It's a very, very cool venue. I wonder if at some point we just cancel this Judgment the Monk, because this is really causing a lot of trouble right now. I guess I can chomp it like forever now. Guess I could just like chomp it forever, so it's fine. There's no way I'm double blocking. Any spells just blows me up. Gideon. Alright, that one's not terrible at least. So get a basic swamp. Swamp. Veil. Minus. Bye monk. And now I don't really want to attack that much though. My opponent could have snap swords, so I probably want to leave up just 2 tokens instead of just the 1. I guess I can also rev the snap, but I'm gonna be very conservative here. Again, I think we might be able to get there. The cards I really want to draw here are Mentor. Probably Hymn to Torak would be really good right now too. That's a Terminus. Not much to be done there. Ding 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 ding. I think I plus Lily first, discarding the disenchant. I literally have no artifacts left in my deck, so this Null Rod is just a dead card for them. One and a white. Not so much Loaming right now. We 0-3 dropped with with Loam. So, all right, question, guys. Question here. Do I rev the Snapcaster, and my opponent gets to play a potential hardcast Force of Will, or do I let the Snapcaster resolve? And I just counterspell the... Oh, they need to draw into something. I think I let this resolve, actually. They're gonna brainstorm? I think I just... Do I just rev the brainstorm here? Or do I... No, I rev the counterspell. I rev whichever counterspell they might have. That's what I rev. My opponent can have like either actual counterspell or they can have the force. That seems to me like they drew counterspell. Accumulated knowledge. I think I let this go. They draw 2. I think I rev the Snapcaster here, right? Or do I let Liliana go? I can just let Liliana go, right? The one that really matters is Gideon. The problem is my opponent has like a Pithing Needle or something. I'm actually pretty screwed. So I think I actually need to rev the Snapcaster here. Yeah, so now my opponent can now deal with both Liliana and Gideon. Although I guess I can just Council's Judgment a Pithing Needle. Yeah, and Gideon is gonna be a 2-2 speeding machine. I don't think there's anything else that Gideon's gonna be doing. Just gonna spit out 2-2s. I already have an onboard answer to Jace, so my opponent might actually have multiple Jaces in hand. They play the land for turn though. So what can we draw here? Marsh Flats is a good one to discard to Liliana. So let's start by making it 2-2. This guy's not attacking anytime soon. Peach, Marsh Flats. And I think I wasteland my opponent's Tundra. Snapcaster Swords. Oh, Snapcaster's Knowledge. Another Snapcaster. Another Knowledge. What? What do you got? What do you got? Another Snapcaster. Yeah, this is bad actually. So now they can kill Gideon. What? I guess they already have a source in hand. Yeah, not having an instant speed answer now, it's kind of annoying. Mentor, sure. Yeah, we might actually die here. I don't think Marchesa is gonna save me either, which sucks. Yeah, this is completely out of control now. I'm drawing 3. Whew. And they finally found the swords. Yep. So we have an answer to the mentor, but now our board is clearly not great. Gideon's gone. I'm just Dobbs, right? Just sit on board. I guess I can like make my opponent discard a card and like draw some attacks to Liliana. Oh no, but anything is just lethal now. Any spell is lethal because of the prowess. Man. It's rough though, because I thought that we would have been... Yeah, I think we just stumbled for too long, though. I think we just stumbled for a little bit too long. Which kind of makes sense, honestly. So we're 1-1. No 5-0 for us today. Hell yeah. This is the hand that I would like to have had against Miracles. Mardu Marchesa. So we lost 1-2 versus Miracles, and we beat 2-0 versus Grixis Control. Yeah, this might actually be my very last match, which kind of sucks, but there's nothing I can really do about it, so I apologize for that in advance. Playing against Storm. Am I just dead? Am I just dead here? Kind of feels like I'm just dead. So do I take the preordain? Just hope that my opponent does not find the something lethal on the top 3. Because my opponent has no way to fetch. Preordain is actually better than Ponder in this scenario. That's why I took it over Ponder. And I feel like I'm kind of forced to Thoughtseize my opponent this turn too. That's a good draw, actually. That's a very, very, very good draw. So now I just hope, right? I just get the Lotus Petal, or I just take the Ponder, and I just Ponder plus Wasteland them, or Lotus Petal plus Wasteland. Yeah. Yeah, that was a really good draw, actually. My opponent chose... Oh, they kept a basic on top, okay. Alright. Guess I want to take lands off the deck. So I'm gonna get Badlands and play Bitter Blossom. Well, hope you don't draw any lands for the rest of the game. Hey, we got a plan. We're executing it now. Nothing like drawing more lands. Get Scrubland and pass the turn. Oh my god! Where were all of these lands on my last game? Where were them? This is insane. Still no land. There we go. That's our plan. That is our plan. Okay, that's a pretty good draw, actually. Holy crap. Are we gonna get there? It's like every land just gives my opponent the game, though. Any blue source, basically. We might actually be able to get there. We might actually be able to get there. Bolt U. Liliana plus. F6. They drew all the brainstorms. What's going on here? At least we're making odd now. It's pretty bad. No land. No land. Guys, we might get there. This is pretty ridiculous, actually. I guess we play this and we get Jite so we can keep plusing Liliana. Yes, get Jite. Play Jite. I think if we untap, we might actually win. And next turn I'm going to minus Liliana, actually, because I might be able to find a Marchesa. Which would be lethal. So they have Ponder and 3 rituals. That's 6, so they go exactly to 1. They go I think I minus first because I might find the Marchesa. Nope. I play Souls, I guess equip Jite, so I force my opponent to have more. But yeah, we're exactly 1 damage short of just winning this turn. The good thing though is that these will make it so fetch lands are not live draws for them. Don't want to F6 because I didn't activate Liliana yet. Also, this gives us like 4 more life as a cushion. Alright, so they need to draw exactly a non-fetch land here to like have a chance. That's not a non-fetch land. No, Van Wedge. That's not how Lily Ult works. You need to split it into two. You need to split their permanents into two piles. So one of the pile will be the one permanent, and the other pile will be the nothing. So they will choose to sacrifice nothing. So yeah, it's definitely not a good plan to try to ult Lily there. We want the revs, and I imagine that Stoneforge is just like really slow. No. I think I want everything that I just got there. Blood Moon is probably not good enough. That was like the $1 million wasteland right there, by the way. That was a really good wasteland. Bye bye pushes, bye bye swords, bye bye last hope. These are bad, these are bad. This is bad, this is bad, this is very bad, but they're probably better than the alternatives. Probably decent chance? I just don't have enough cards to bring in. I know I want this out for sure. This is bad. This is also pretty bad too. Like, this is a very slow clock. GT is bad. All of this is bad. This is bad. But it feels like all of this is just better than the alternatives. Needle doesn't hit anything against them. Yeah, Needle doesn't work. The one that works is the 2-mana one, which I can't remember the name. Sorcerer's Spyglass. Yep. Revoker also works, and Spyglass and Revoker work, but Needle doesn't. What I'm thinking though is that Disenchant is better. It's just like straight upgrade to Council's Judgment. Probably want 2 of those actually. My opponent might have Dread of Knights and stuff. So what is bad enough? Probably one of the Stoneforges. Let's do this. And let's just draw well. This is a mulligan. I need to do better than that. I guess. I need more lands. Yep, if that had been any kind of black source or a fetch land, I would have kept the opening 7. I think it was probably good enough. Because of all the like hate cards that we actually had, but because it was just the basic planes, we couldn't even cast the stupid. We couldn't even cast the stupid. What's his name? I'm snapping this rev right here. By the way, we couldn't even cast the Hinted Orc. I mean. Snapping this off. Land. Maybe there's hope. What was I going to say? I wonder, Lomer Boy, I wonder if we want like Canonist, some stuff like that. I'm just wondering. I'm not sure. Out of the board. Maybe that might be reasonable. Yeah, the rest you can take my GT. That's fine. Alright, let's draw a land and some stuff. That's some pretty good stuff. So I can Wasteland plus Bob. I can Wasteland plus Bob, or I can snap Liliana, start plussing. I think I actually want to. My opponent is gonna end up with just 2 cards in hand, so I think I actually like Liliana better. I know that it's good and that Liliana actually costs me the Bob, but I think that Liliana is a more relevant clock than a second Bob, and I can always. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for Liliana. I think that now I am ahead on board, and the only real way I lose is if my opponent wins, basically. And I think that Liliana makes my opponent less likely to win. So I'm gonna go for this. It might be incorrect, but I'm pretty sure that this is gonna be a better play. It's very painful, but it might work. Yeah, now my opponent is very low on cards. And they have nothing in the yard. Yeah, I think getting Liliana going last turn was correct. Otherwise, also, like, my opponent discarded Echoing Truth. Can you imagine if my opponent had, like, Echoing Truth my Bobs last turn? What a blowout that would have been. So I'm actually very happy with the play that I chose. I'm actually very happy with the play that I chose right there. So we have 2 lands, which is probably okay for us. This enables me to plus Liliana, and even if they like Echoing Truth this in response, it just doesn't matter. I still can discard that. Alright, so we're gonna serve with Bob, and I'm going to... Actually, I'm gonna destroy this in my main phase right now. Let's just not mess around. Oops. They put 2 cards on top. Alright, so that's probably bad for me. So I guess they only drew 1 of those 2 cards. Okay, I'm feeling not dead here. Not dead is pretty good for me. Any kind of Inquisition, any Thoughtseize, anything like that would be the best thing to draw here. Him to Torak would also be pretty good. We can also draw more lands, that's fine. Do we have any double white cards? I think we sided out the Council's Judgment, right? Yep. So there's no double white. Yeah, I've been wanting to draw, like, not even him, just like any card that would have been relevant here. But we just keep drawing lands and lands and lands and more lands. Opponents can trip in like crazy. They don't have any card advantage though. As long as they cannot like recoup the amount of cards they have only a single ritual in the yard, and they can, I guess they can probably like Cabal Writ into Adnos. That's like their out. Is the only way that they can win probably. And if their Ad Nauseam is like very kind to them. I guess it doesn't need to be that kind, they are still 11, it's pretty good. But they cannot realistically be playing any more land drops. put 2 cards on top again. That's the second Bob. And a mountain. I just don't think I want to minus. And again, I want to play around the bounce spell. So I'm going to plus this right now. Ditch the mountain. I guess eventually they will... I'm playing these right now because if my opponent's last card is like Echoing Truth or something, I can still... Like, and they play it right now, I can still like replay my ball, my second main, if they want to save 2 damage. So I can die if their hand is Cabal Ritual into Adnos, which it kind of looks like it's exactly what it is. Infernal Tutor. Okay. This is fine though. Are they gonna Tendrils for 3? Okay, so his out is for my Bobs to kill me now. Which I guess is possible. But I can Lily ult myself, so if my Bobs don't kill me right here, I can Lily ult myself and like kill both of my Bobs. I don't think I want to kill 2 of them. I think I'm going to get just 1 of them. My Bobs killing me though is actually very real. It's actually quite possible for my Bobs to kill me because my Batterskull is still in the deck. Yep. Skull is still in the deck. So I think I'm actually going to -2 on myself. Make it less likely. Duress. Yeah, you get my rep. So let's think. I can swing for 2 first. Lily -2 on Bob. Lily -2 on Bob. Now I play land, I play Mentor, and then I play Liliana, and now we should be good to go. Yeah. Sweet! We 2-0'd Storm. Let's play 1 more. We're gonna get paired against Miracles, and I'm gonna be very sad that I chose to do this. Yeah, that was pretty sweet. That was pretty sweet. I love when like I love when I find myself in situations like playing Magic where the correct play is to like back to back -2 Liliana on my own Bob. That's just... I have a Liliana in 7 and the correct play is not to ultimate Liliana or to keep plusing, but to -2 on myself. That's just good Magic right there, you know what I'm saying? That's just good Magic being played. And being able to like beat a really bad matchup also feels pretty good. That game 1 though. That game 1 was like that top deck Wasteland was insane. Insane. That was completely absurd. Like that Thoughtseize your Lotus Petal, and then like Wasteland your only blue source. That was very cool. Yeah, I guess the board is okay, right? The board is not bad. It's just like maybe we can -1 disenchant +1 Etherthorn Canonist, but at that point it's like, I mean, if you're just hoping to draw the one off, like, what are you even doing at that point, right? Man, I really don't want to get paired against Miracles. Yeah. No, at this point, this is. I'm sorry, guys. This is very anticlimactic, but I don't think I will have enough time. If we get paired against a matchup like Miracles, where I'm just not gonna be able to finish because I need to go teach a lesson. So I'm really sorry that I'm gonna have to cut it short right now. This was awesome though. I am very much into this. I will finish this stream probably next Monday, and we will definitely start the stream with this, finish this league, and maybe play something else. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I think that the deck is much better, and like that match that we lost against Miracles, I think that if we find a land drop in the first like 4 or 5 turns, if we find land drop in the first 4 or 5 turns, I think we definitely win that match. And we drew a land like on turn number 6 or something, and we were still very much in that game. It was just like, you know, we like stumbling for that long ended up costing us in the end. It was very rough, but still. In any case, thanks everybody for watching. If you have not done so, you can you know, hit that follow button. You can get notified whenever I go live. And if you really enjoy the stream, you can subscribe to the channel, and you can get this beautiful primetime emote right there. Also, you can join the Amulet Discord. We play a lot of Amulet in this channel, and if you want to join the Amulet Discord, you can do that with that link. Also, if you have Twitter and you want to, you know, follow me on Twitter, I always post whenever I go live, and I also post what decks I'm gonna be playing, so you can get notified right there. And also, oh, thanks, Lomer Boy, thank you very much for the subscription. I really appreciate it. Nice. So now we can change that to 1. There we go. Sweet deck, by the way. Sweet deck. I'm very much into it. I think it's very sweet. I think the first thing I'm going to do is what we talked about, though. I'm going to do this little switch right here. Oh, finally, all of my streams are uploaded to my YouTube channel, which you can find right there. I always upload every non-music stream. Sometimes I play music on the stream, but whenever I don't play music, like today, I always upload them to YouTube, and I also I timestamp everything. So if you wanna, you know, you can go to the description and you can see all the matches that I face. And if you want to go straight to a specific matchup that you want to see, you can just click on the timestamp, and it will lead you directly to that match. So it's you know, it keeps everything more organized and way easier for you guys to, you know, to go look exactly for what you want to see. In any case, thanks everybody for watching, and I will be back on Monday 100%, and I might also be back on Sunday, depending on what my wife decides to do. She might be going to like some kind of like, I don't know if it's a show or it's like a music convention or whatever, and if she does that, then I will probably be able to sneak in a stream, and then we might be able to finish that then. But yeah, but I will be out of town until Saturday night at least, so I won't be able to stream earlier. In any case, thank you very much, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye bye, and see you next time.